Hey, what's up, my crowns and tiaras? Welcome to HITKIDD Lounge, and I'm gonna let y'all know who we have in the lounge today. Today we got Chriseanrock, Kaalan Walker, and we also got HITKIDD, all right? But before we get into the tea, make sure to... So we're going to start with Kaalan Walker, who is an actor and rapper, okay? He was convicted in April for 3 counts of forcible RAPE, 2 counts of statutory RAPE, and 2 counts of RAPE by intoxication, according to Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, okay? He was released in 2018 for the charges and released on bail, but then ordered held after sentencing. Victims were models who alleged he reached out offering help for business, relations. As of yesterday, he was sentenced to 50 years to life. He also has to register as a sex offender for life, all right? And also, he has also had ties with, well, not also, like personally, but Kaalan was speaking out about it at the time, and nobody was believing her or, calling her clout chasers or whatever the case may be. Now, it didn't happen to her, but she spoke out, okay? She basically is saying, I did not forget who tore down victims of the SA when it came out. Pause to read the rest. She also says, all those stupid blogs who rip these women apart, who use my involvement as an ally and your disliking of me to sprue hot towards victims of RAPE. Now, Kaalan, I understand where she's coming from, but everybody's always innocent until proven guilty, regardless of anything, because men and women are out here lying on people when it comes to SA and all types of stuff. So, yes, it had to be dealt with accordingly. So, as of today, he has been sentenced for 50 years to life. So, good for that, okay? So clearly something was happening and somebody was guilty. But Kaalan, I understand where she was coming from. She has a point. As a female, this is a very touchy topic, all right? But when it comes to Kaalan Walker, you can look at him and be like, oh, he don't look like he's that type of person. Please, women out there, do not look at a man and think that he's innocent because the way he look or the way he carry himself in the beginning is all a front. Because these losers out here and these SA predators and all these type of people, weirdos out here, they don't have a certain look, okay? Some of them do, because you can look at some and be like, oh my God. But that is off the subject, but I'm glad that he's getting what he deserves. Now, it looks like Chriseanrock is getting her some new tats, all right? Now, what do y'all think it's going to be? Because look at her. She like, yup. And she also got something to say to y'all.
Something special.
Yeah, it's something special, all right? She already got 1,000 tattoos of him on her, so I'm pretty sure this is probably another masterpiece of Blueface face. She got the chain, she got his portrait on her middle of her neck. Like, girl, tattoos is not going to make this man love you anymore or change his ways for you. So I don't know what is going on with Chriseanrock. He's going to still do him. He's still going to be out here with his Miss Baby Mama, Jaden Alexis, okay, doing the family thing over there and screwing her. Also with Bad Girls. He got the Blue Girls Club Season 5 coming out, so he got a whole bunch of different flavors that he's going to mess with like he did in them other seasons. He screwed a lot of them in them seasons, okay? Now, just stop getting these tattoos of him. Focus on your music and stop. Now, if y'all want to catch up on HITKIDD and Glorilla or whatever the case may be going on, make sure to check this video out. It will be in the description down below, so make sure y'all go to the description.
And we went to LA, so I did a distribution deal over the song, over the project, because F&F, she did the song for me for an album that I was working on some separate stuff. Then I thought about it. We was trying to already do an album together, me and the girls, in which we already agreed, all the girls agreed. So I was like, you know what, since Glow is on the song, I might well take this song and put it with the project to do the whole album together, because it makes sense, because, it was moving pretty well. But at the time, I feel like I had needed some more power behind it, so that's why I went ahead and did the distribution deal, and it was a $50,000 advance, half up front, half after it finished. But the person who get the advance is the person who owned the masters, which was me, of the project. So I was gonna break the $25,000 up amongst the girls after the album was finished, because I was just breaking bread. I was just gonna break bread, and I was gonna keep the other $25,000. And so that's as far as like the song go. But like just the track record, like being in LA. So when we first dropped the song, everybody had been calling. Obviously, the people that wanted to do a distribution deal, they they called. Then we went to Miami, met with a label. They were talking about some BS. But at this time, this like my first time really meeting with all these labels, and you know what I'm saying. Like I'm at the same time, I know some stuff, but I don't know everything. So some of the things that was said in the meetings was kind of going over my head, and I had my manager. I think she had her manager. Her manager was in there, but this nigga don't know nothing. So he's sitting there nodding his head like he understand. But I ain't really saying too much because I didn't want to say too much, and I get myself, trapped in what I said. But I'm gonna tell y'all later. Like I eventually still did that. So we get to LA because we were trying to shoot the Sweetie remix video. We get to LA, and by this time everybody was calling me trying to redesign Glow, but they were talking about the girls too, and they were talking about me as an individual, and they were talking about us all together. So me knowing, having a little more knowledge than everybody else, not saying I knew everything or I knew exactly what I need to know going into these meetings. I'm taking the girls into the meetings. We going together. We're going to the meetings together. It was more meetings was for me and Glow, so we going in the meetings together, and we talking. And I know people was trying to really sign her, most likely for the song and not for her as an artist. And as I'm in the meeting, I'm just soaking up the game, and I'm also telling them about what I already know. Well, I'm speaking on behalf of what I already know at the time. So, like I said, some of the stuff was going on in my head in the meetings, and I'm thinking I'm just like helping her out, building these relationships with these people in the meetings. But I was like, look, we gonna go in the meetings. You ain't gotta sign no paperwork. I ain't gonna make you sign no paperwork or nothing like that. But every time we had like some meetings, or I feel like it might have been a misunderstanding between me and her, I would go to her room and be like, hey, look, I messed up about this. Because I'm learning as I'm going into the meeting. I'm like, hey, look, I messed up. Her manager was in the room too, or I call her manager in her room, and we'll sit there and talk about it. I'm like, hey, look, I messed up saying this. I really shouldn't have said this because I just not learned. Like, because they taking what I'm saying and turning into some whole other industry mess. And I'm like, bro, I ain't really feeling this. And I could tell she thought I was trying to like backdoor her. But I explained that I had did a distribution deal for the album, which F&F is on, and the album was with all the girls. So it was sad. If I was her, I'm like, yeah, this nigga sounded sketchy. But I was trying to word it to it didn't sound it wasn't sketchy, but I was trying to word it to make sure she understood and that her manager understood. But I was like, bro, we gotta be on the same page because at first when we went out to LA, we went out on the same page. So people were taking that and using, that's when they were starting to divide and conquer. They were trying to bring me into meetings and like have me away from everybody. And then they'll do the same thing with Mark. They'll take him to other rooms and have these meetings and trying to pull these little stunts and make plays off the song. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But in the midst of all that, I got everybody flying in, trying to help out. And, we trying to shoot the video. I got the hairstyles and makeup artists, etc. All that going on. I'm trying not to lose my thought pattern because it's a lot of stuff going on. But throughout the course of the week, we were just having a lot of meetings, and I was messing up having so many meetings. I was taking the girls into the meetings, but I wasn't taking them for them to sign. I'm like, hey, look, this is something you might be interested in. We all taking these. This all new to us. I've been in like just a few meetings, but at the same time, it's all new to us. So taking it to the meetings, learning new stuff in the meetings. I mean, that's pretty much that was it. But every night I would go into hotel room and be like, hey, look, this is going on. They go try to take the song if you sign to somebody. But we supposed to shoot the video for the F&F remix. And, got ahead call.
So I don't know much about the producer, the music industry, and, roles or how that, that stuff go on or whatever the case may be. But Glorilla has her side. HITKIDD got his side. HITKIDD got people talking up for him and trying to explain or whatever. Make sure to go check out the last video I just said. Everything is in there, all right? But when it comes to Chriseanrock, baby, you need to stop getting these tattoos of him. He's not getting it. He don't got it out. He don't even got your initial, okay, on him at all. So what are you doing? Face portraits and names. She got a bunch of his names on her. Now I could just imagine what this one's going to be, another face portrait. Like, she's going to be a whole blue face canvas by the time she's done. She needs to open her eyes and cut this stuff out for real. Kaalan Walker, I'm glad that he got sentences the way he got sentenced. But it's crazy how not a lot of these predators that do the type of stuff get the same amount of time. They get some years and then they get out. They get bail, they get out. Like, it needs to be a set example for all of them that do this. Like, all of them, okay? But anyways, let me know what y'all think about this, and always make sure to toodaloo.